Are you a father with teenage boys? I want to challenge you to join me on a conversation that I'm currently working through in my own life. If you've fathered a teenage boy or boys, you know that it's probably one of the most challenging things you've been involved in. Your goal as a father is to help them become a man. And in our culture today, we live in a culture where a lot of kids have a lot of devices and technology that keep them occupied on a regular basis. Motivation for our kids today is waning in many, many ways. This is not something that I have figured out, so don't take it from that lens. But this is something that I am working on. And you know, something that I thought of as I'm chatting with my children and my kids is what should I provide for them and what should I not? And so what I did is I actually created a list of needs versus privileges. Now, I've made the decision in my own family that I'm going to buy my children a car when they turn 16. That's my decision. However, that's a privilege. So in order for them to have access to that privilege, there's certain things that they need to do. Now, this is still a struggle, even though those are some of the requirements that I have, because we're fighting against culture. It's one of the things that I want to challenge you with, that I'm working through myself and don't have all the answers, is the fact that we at least take the effort as men. I'm talking to the fathers. Don't try and just be a friend to your child. Be their father. I was thinking about it. I have a lot of staff that work for me, and you know, anytime I pay staff, I require them to do a certain job. Now, the income that they make from the job that they do, they can use for their life. They pay for their home and their rent. As fathers, as we're raising boys that are becoming men, which are designed to be, as God says, leaders, providers, and protectors, sometimes we can find ourselves actually taking care of financially things that our kids need without requiring anything from them. It's tough. Sometimes you want to be soft with your kids and, hey, I want to get you this and I want to get you that, because maybe you didn't have those things when you grew up. But I'm realizing that it is not in the best interest of the children to give them everything that they want. And so the challenge is to think through the lens of what does the real world look like, and how can we help build children, namely boys, who will become men to be leaders, providers, and protectors. That's going to require us being hard on them sometimes. That's going to require us making tough decisions. Now, that's also going to require us to be involved in their lives. Maybe help them get a job, help them with a resume, help them understand, how do I communicate? How do I knock on doors? I know these are all simple things, but listen, dads, in our society today, these things have been lost. Again, I don't have it all figured out, but my challenge to you, if you are a father, is to evaluate how you are showing up with your boys that are becoming men and think, what can I do differently to help them better become men in our society and ultimately become leaders, providers, and protectors. Again, we're never going to get it perfect. We're never going to get it all figured out exactly correct. However, when we win is when we continue to focus on doing it instead of quitting along the way because it's tough. Be blessed. Talk to you soon.